Haribol, Haribol. Okay, so we'll start with the invocations. One. Okay. Shri Radharman Bihari Ji ki jai. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uttapada Kamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Sha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sarvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamscha Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Namayom Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayani Tinamine Vandeham Shri Guru Varam Shri Rupanuga Pravaram Vrajrasarasikam Cha Narayanam Tam Prapanam Shri Krishna Lidakatanistaksham Adurya Madhurya Gunashayuktam Varam Varanyam Purasham Mahantam Narayanam Tvam Shirasha Namami Namayom Vishnupadaya Shri Keshava Priyatmane Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Vamaniti Namine Gaurabhavamayo Deha Ujvalarasa Bhavaka Bhaktivedanta Vamano Raga Bhakti Pravartaka Guru Dhamni Cha Sivashu Vaishnava Sarvatamati Grante Bhagavate Sakshar Goswami Vedante Rati Namayom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamine Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavari Paschatya Deshatarine Namayom Vishnu Padaya Charya Simharupine Shishimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshavati Namine Sorry. Itimartya Charitraya Swastritanam Chapaline Jivadukhe Siddhartaya Shinama Premadhayane Gaurashraya Vigrahaya Krishna Kamai Kacharine Rupanuga Pravaraya Vinodeti Swarupine Prabhuparantarangaya Sarva Sarguna Shaline Mayavara Tamogana Ganya Vedantarta Vare Namaha Namayom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Tinamine Shri Varshabhanave Devi Doita Kripabdhaye Krishna Sambandha Vigyana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhurya Jvala Premadhya Shri Rupanuga Bhaktira Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vrigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Virodhapa Siddhanta Dvanta Harine Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshar Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambar Sambodhe Parambujayate Namaha Namo Bhaktivinodaya Sachidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gaura Pirpava Pumeswam Nirdashta Sajana Priya Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Shri Jagannathaya Te Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyahe Vacha Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratishe Namah. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Chikatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jayatam Surato Pangor Mama Mandar Mater Kati Matsarvaswa Parambojo Shri Radha Madana Mohanam Divyarvandaranya Kalpadrumadha Srimad Ratnagara Simahana Samasto Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devo Preshtalibhe Savyamano Smarani Shriman Rasarasarambhe Vamshivata Tatashtita Karshan Venu Swane Gopir Gopinatha Shri Ashtuna Vrindaye Tulasi Devyaye Priyaye Keshavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavatyai Namo Namah Panchatatmamakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Guru. Let's do this normal. I suppose we can do who's here? Oh. Shri Guru Charana Parma? 28. Do you want to sing anything, Didi? You want to sing Guru Ashtakam?
Which one you want? 23? Yeah, 28.
Whichever you want to sing.
Okay, I'll try the Shri Guru Charana.
You know the tune?
But if something I haven't sing it in a while. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma Vando Mui Savadana Mate Jahara Prasade Bhai E Bhavatariya Jai Krishna Prapti Hoya Jaha Hoite Krishna Prapti Hoy Jaha Hoite Guru Mukha
Chitete Koriya Kya Arana Koriyo Mane Asha Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Utama Gati Dev Prasad Pure Sarva Asha Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Utama Gati Uttamagati Jai Prasad Pure Sarva Asha Chakshudana dila hai Janme Jame Prabhu se Divya Jan Hridaya Prakashita Prema Bhakti Jaha Hoite Avidya Vinyasa Jate Vedigai Jahara Charita Chakshura dila hai Jamme Jamme Prabhu se Divya Jan Hridaya Prakashita Preme Bhakti Jakha Hoite Avidya Vinyasa Jate Vedigai Jahara Charita Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara Bandhu Lokanath Lokera Jivana Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara Bandhu Lokanath Lokera Jivana Haha Prabhu Kara Doya Deha More Padachaya Deha Haha Prabhu Kara Doya Deha More Padachaya Abhishek Shukri Bhuvana Abhishek Shukri Bhuvana Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara Bandhu Lokanath Lokera Jivana Haha Prabhu Kora Doya Deha More Padachaya Abhijaj Gushuk Tribhuvana Patita Pavana Dev Patita Pavana Gurudeva Jaya
Yeah, I finished because there is no more flowers.
Really?
They all like maybe other flowers we can put.
Yeah.
Where's the other flowers?
They're on
There's more?
there. Well, no, they're the fake ones. I think. Yeah.
Can do it so. Yeah. Where?
Right there. Um, maybe we should put them elsewhere. It's okay. Okay, Vaishnavas. Do you know any bhajans?
I don't know.
uh, uh, let's see. I don't know. I guess we could do just normal Vaishnava. Page 39. O he Vaishnava Thakura Dayara Sakara Edase Karuna Kori O he Vaishnava Thakura Dayara Sakara Edase karuna kori O he Vaishnava Thakura Dayara Sakara Edase karuna kori O he Vaishnava Thakura Dayara Sakara Edase karuna kori Diya parachaya shodo hai hamare Diya parachaya shodo hai hamare Tumhara charana dhori Tumhara charana dhori Jaya Vedadami Jaya Doshashadi Jaya Guna Dehodasi Jaya Vedadami Jaya Doshashadi Jaya Guna Dehodasi Jaya Satsanga Deho Hai Hamare Jaya Satsanga Deho Hai Hamare Busachi Sangerayashe Busachi Sangerayashe He Vaishnava Thakura Dayara Sakara Edase karuna kori He Vaishnava Thakura Dayara Sakara Edase karuna kori Ekakiya mara nahi paya bala Harinama sankirtane Ekakiya mara nahi paya bala Harinama sankirtane Tumhe kripa kare Ishara bindu diya Kripa kare Ishara bindu diya Tumhe kripa kare Ishara bindu diya Kripa kare Ishara bindu diya Deho Krishna namedhane Sanamedhane Krishna se tomara Krishna dite paro tomara shakati ache. Tomara Krishna dite paro tomara shakati ache. Amito Kangala Krishna Krishna Boli. Amito Kangala Krishna Krishna Boli. Amito Kangala Krishna Krishna Boli. To Kangala Krishna Krishna Boli. Dhaitava Pache Pache. Pache pache, oh he Vaishnava Thakura Dayara Sagara, Edase Karuna Kori, oh he Vaishnava Thakura Dayara Sagara, Edase Karuna Kori. Jaya Vaishnav Thakur, Jaya Vaishnav Thakur. 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 Thakur hai, Thakur hai, Thakur hai, Thakur hai, Thakur hai, Thakur hai. Mangani Dasi ki jai. There's like no one here. Where is everyone? Okay. Mangani, do you want to sing something?
I want to get dressed.
Okay.
And I want to hear your beautiful voice.
Nitai Bhajan. I don't really know. Or Panchatattva. I don't know if I know this tune very well, but I'll try. 60. Haribo. Welcome. Do you want to play like some tambourine or something?
Sure.
I just have some percussion because I don't know how to play the mridanga. Okay. We can read the translation of this one. It's nice. Akrodha Paramananda Nityananda Rai. Akrodha Paramananda Nityananda Rai. Abhimana Sunyanitai Nagare Badai. Abhimana Sunyanitai Nagare Badai. Okay, maybe it's too hard of a tune.
I mean, you sounded pretty good.
Let's go.
60.
It sounded pretty good.
I mean, as long as you guys can sing along, like, that's the point, right? Okay. Maybe this tune is easier to sing along to. So it's page 61. Nitai guna mani aman, nitai guna mani, aniya premera banya, pasailo avani. Nitai guna mani aman, nitai guna mani, aniya premera banya, pasailo avani. Premer banya loya nitai, ailo gora deshe. Dubilo pakatagana dinahina bhashe. Pakatagana dinahina bhashe. Maybe we'll do it all together. Dinahina patitapa Marat nahi bache, amara dulabha prema, sabha kare jache. Abhada karuna sindhu, gati amuhana, kare kare pule prema, ami arabana. Lochana pule moranitai, jebana bhajilo, janiya suniya se atmagati hoilo. Nitai guna mani aman, nitai guna mani, aniya premera banya, pasailo avani. Jaya nitai, jaya go, jaya nitai, jaya go, jaya nitai, jaya go, jaya nitai, jaya go. Okay. Do you know any Gaura bhajans? Okay. Okay. Let's go to 73. Oh my gosh, I feel like I shouldn't be the only one singing. Okay.
You're the only one that knows podcasts, really.
Okay. We can do. Oh, do you guys want to read the translation of the other song?
Sure.
Yeah. 61. Nitai is a jewel of all virtues. My Nitai is a jewel of all virtues. He has inundated the entire world with a flood of divine love. Praying.
Nitai has come to the land of Goida, Bengali, bringing that flood of prema. The devotees are submerged in it, but the wretched and lowly remain floating.
He does not discriminate against the wretched, lowly, fallen, and sinful. He freely offers to everyone the prema that is so rare that it is difficult for even Lord Brahma to attain.
By cutting a channel in the dam holding the unlimited ocean of mercy, Nitai has caused a flow nectarium prima to surge in each and every house. Lokana Dasa says, whoever has not worshipped my Nitai knowingly commits suicide.
Okay, let's go to 73. Okay. Whoa. Radhika, you want to come sing for Radha or Krishna or Gaur? Okay. Maybe for Radha and Krishna? We can finish. Okay. Ke jabi ke jabi re pai Pava sindhu par Tora ke jabi ke bolo jabi re pai Pava sindhu par. Should we read the translation first? Who will go, brothers, across the ocean of material existence? This age of Kali is blessed due to the descent of Sri Chaitanya.
A free ferry boat operates at the port of my Gauranga. Even the old, the blind, and the crippled are crossing over.
Harinama is the boat, Sri Guru is the helmsman, and the upraised arms of the Sankirtana party are the oars.
All Jiva are crossing over by favorable wind or prima. Only Lokana Dasa, due to his fall, has been left behind.
Vachan Das? He's the writer of this bhajan. He's a great spiritual teacher. I don't know.
I think he's being playful.
It's just to imbibe like the mood, like, and to help us, feel that fall in. Yeah. But he wasn't left behind.
Are we reading when you sing? Do you sing both the lines, or do you sing one line, then we sing back?
One line.
Okay, then we sing.
Yeah.
And it says after singing Chaitanya Vatara, then Jabi Baba Para, the sun.
Right. Yeah.
So after the first line, then we say
Yeah.
Jabi.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay. Thanks for reminding me. Okay. Ke jabi re pai Pava sindhu par Tora ke jabi re pai Pava sindhu par. O Tanya Kali Ukarache Tanya Avatar Jabi Bhava Par. O Tanya Kali Ukarache Tanya Avatar Sindupa Dorake Jabike Jabire Pai Pava Sindupara Ke Jabike Jabire Pai Pava Sindupara Tanya Kaliyu Karache Tanya Avatar Jabi Bhava Para Bolo Tanya Kaliyu Karache Tanya Avatar Jabi Bhava Para Dora ke jabi re pai Pava Sindhupai Dora ke jabi re pai Pava Sindhupai Amara Gaurangir Khate Adan ke Vava Adan ke Vava Amara Gaurangir Khate Adan ke Vava Dan ke Vava Jayanta Tura Vadipara Adan ke Vava Bolo Jayanta Tura Vadipara Adan ke Vava Dora ke jabi ke Babire pai Pava Sindhupai Dora ke jabi re pai Pava Sindhupai Hariname no kakani Shri Guru Kandari Shri Guru Kandari Hariname no kakari Shri Guru Kandari Sankirtana Karava Dubahu Pasari Shri Guru Kandari ke dabi re bai Pava sindhu para ke dabi re Sabi jaya oh Taba jiva hoilo par premera batase ala premera batase Jiva hoilo par premera batase Bodhiara hilo lotan apanara dase Premera batase Bodhiara ke dabi re bai Baba sindhu pai ke dabi re Bodhiara hilo lotan apanara dose apanara dose Bodhiara hilo lotan apanara dose Goranita, 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 Goranita. Lochana das, Lochana das, Lochana das, Lochana Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Nitai Gaura Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Nitai Gaura Hari Bo. Tagore Premanande. Wanna sing something? We're doing Gore.
Page 170. Hari Hari. Page 170. Hari Bole. Hari Bole Moder Gorailo. Hari Bole Moder Gorailo. Hari Bole Moder Gorailo. Hari Bole Moder Gorailo. Elo re goranga chanda preme elo telo. Ele re goranga chanda preme elo telo. Nitai adoita sange godruma poshilo. Adoita sange godruma. Nitai adoita sange godruma poshilo. Hari Bole Moder Gorailo. Sankirtana rase mete nama balailo. Kirtana rase mete nama balailo. Namer hate eshe preme jagata bashailo. Godruma basara aja dogika dregelo. Godruma basara aja duka duregelo. Bhakta vrinde sange ashi hata jagailo. Hari Bole Moder Gorailo. Hari Bolo Moder Gorailo. Hari Bole Moder Gorailo. Hari Bole Moder Gorailo. Nadia Brahmite Gora Elo Namer Hate. Nadia Brahmite Gora Elo Namer Hate. Gora elo hate sange nita elo hate. Gora elo hate sange nita elo hate. Gora elo hate sange nita elo hate. Hari Bole Moder Gorailo. Hari Bole Moder Gorailo. Nache mato aranitai godrumera mate. Nache aranitai godrumera mate. Jagat mate nitai premera malasate. Primera malate, Hari Bole Moder Gorailo. Adoitari Bhakta Vrinde, Nache Gate Gate. Tari Bhakta Vrinde, Nache Gate Gate. Palaya Durmanta Akali, Podiya Bhate. Palaya Nirmata Kali, Podiya Vibrate. Palaya Durnanta Kali, Podiya Vibrate. Kisuke Bashilo Jiba, Gorachander Nate. Gorachander Nate. Dekiya suniya pashandira buke pate. Dekiya suniya pashandira buke pate. Hari Bole Moder Gorailo. Hari Bole Moder Gorailo. Hari Tai Gora Hari Bo Haribo, Nitagor, Haribo, Nitagor, Haribo, Haribo, Nitagor, Nitagor, Haribo, 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 Nitagor, Haribo. Our Sri Hari came chanting, Hari, Hari. Sri Gauranga calls, Gauranga Chanda, Sri Gauranga Chanda came looking greatly disheveled, as if mad due to prem. Along with Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Acharya, he entered the land of Godrum. Intoxicated by Sankirtan Rasa, he freely distributed the holy name to everyone. He arrived at the marketplace of the holy name and inundated the entire universe with prem. Today, all miseries of the residents of Godrum have gone away because Sri Gauranga, having come with his devotees, caused the marketplace of the holy name to appear. Wandering all over the land of Nadia, Sri Gauranga came to the marketplace of the holy name. Sri Gaura came to the marketplace along with Nitai. Maddened with ecstasy, Nitai dances in the fields of Godrum. Due to prem, Nitai moves his powerful arms like a challenging wrestler, and then they overwhelm the entire universe in rapture. All of you come and see. The Vaishnavas, headed by Advaita Acharya, are dancing along the banks of the Ganges, going from one ghat to another. At such a sight, the wicked personality Kali falls into great distress and runs for his life. Oh, in what indescribable happiness did all the jivas float while Sri Gauranga was dancing. By seeing and hearing such pastimes, the hearts of the atheists shatter. Sri Gaura Hari Ki Jai. Take it away, boss.
Who are we on? Yeah, I don't really know a Krishna song. I think the only one I really kind of know is Krishna Deva Bhavan. Great, that's the one I was thinking. It's going to be choppy. I apologize. What page is that? Yeah. Uh, 343. Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande. Krishna Deva Bhavantam. Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande. Man manasa madukara para nija pada pankaja makarande. Manasa Marukaram Mapara Nijapade Pagana. Hey Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Vande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Ya japi samadhishu vidyapi pasyati natava nakagram licai. Ya japi samadhishu vidyapi pasyati natava nakagram licai. Idam ichami nishamaya tavajuta tarapi kripa bhuta vici. Idam ichami tavajuta tarapi Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Bhakti-udan Chatiyajapi Madhava Natavi Mamati Lamatri Paramesvrata tarapi tarika durgarata katana vidiratri tarapi tavadika durgata Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Deva Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Ayamavito Yara Sanatana Kalita Bhuttara Sabharam Sanatana Kalita Bhuttara Sabharam Nivastu Nityam Imrat Niti Goindam Madhurmi Saram Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande Krishna He 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 Choppy, I'm practicing. Who's next?
Da-da-da. Okay. Page 117. Actually, 112. 112. Sorry, I changed my mind again. 117. Shri Krishna Birahe Radhika Radasha Amit Shahite Nari Jugala Milan Sukera Karan Jivan Charite Pari Shri Krishna Virahe Radhika Radasha Amita Sahite Nari Yugala Milan Sukera Karan Jivana Charite Pari Jivana Charite Pari Jivana Charite Pari Amita Sahite Nari Jivana Charite Pari Jivana Charite Pari Amita Sahite Nari Radhika Charan Tyajiya Marchana ke pralaya Hai Radhikar tare shatabhara mari Siddho kaya marasa Radhika Jaya Kamara mari Siddho O ye no radhara charana jogale Paricharya pavu kabe Ha braja jan more doya kori Kabe braja bane lobe Paricharya pava kabe Ha braja jan more daya kori Kabe braja bane lobe Bilas manjari Ananga manjari Shrirupa manjari Aat Amake tuliya loho nija pade Te hamare siddhi saat
Manjariya Deha more siddhi sar More siddhi sar Shirupa manjar Shri Krishna birahe radhikar dasha Amita sahite nari Jugala milan sukera karan Jivana charite pari Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Radhe, Jai Shri Krishna, Jaya Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jai Radhe. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jai Radhe, Jaya Radhe, 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe, 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Premanande.
Agyanam timirandasya Gyananjana salakaya Chaksurunmilitam yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Twadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadavaktaya Namo Namah Yang Pravrjantam Manupetam Apeta Krityam Dvaipayano Virahaka Taruajuhava Putreti Tanmayataya Taruvo Benedos Tang Sarvabhutaridayam Munimanatosmi Bhaktya Vihinai Aparada Lakshay Chaptasya Kamadi Tarangamadye Kripamai Tvang Sharanam Prapadyam Prinde Namaste Charanarvindam Tavoivasmi Najivami Tambhya Iti Vigyaya Radhe Tam Nayamam Charanantike. Excuse me, Madhavi, can you open the side curtain so others can see? Okay. Kripayati yadi radha badita shesha badha kimaparavashishtam pushti maryadayorme yadi vadati chakinchit smera sodita srir dvijavaramani panktya mukti shuktya tadakyam Shama Sundara Sekanda Sheka Smera Samurali Manoha Radhika Dasikamam Kripanite Swapriya Charana Kinkari Karo Prananatha Vrishabhanunandini Srimakabjarasalola Satapada Radhika Padatale Kritastiti Tambajami Rasikendra Shekhar Sambadaya Dashane Chanam Vivu Prartaye Brajamahendra Nandana Astu Mohan Tavati Balaba Janma Janmani Mariswari Priya. First I offer my unlimited obeisances in the dust of the lotus feet of my most worshipful Diksha Gurudev, Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad, Astotra Sat Shri Shrimad, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, and the same unlimited obeisances in the dust of the lotus feet of my most worshipful Shiksha Gurudev, Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad, Astotra Sat Shri Shrimad, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj, to our Param Gurudev Sri Srimad Bhakti, Pragyan Keshava Goswami Maharaj, and Sri Srimad Bhakti, Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, to all of his divine associates, and to all the assembled devotees. So thank you all for coming today on this Sunday, which belongs to Krishna. All days belong to Krishna. They're all his energies. All years since before the beginning of time all belong to Krishna. We belong to Krishna. And if we try to use Krishna's property or God's property for our own personal enjoyment, that's like a person who is a truck driver and he's riding along for the trucking company, and then all of a sudden he thinks, why do I have to drive for the trucking company? I'll just go to the beach with this truck. So naturally he'll get fired, maybe put in jail. So that's why it's called that we're in the prison house, the dungeon of material existence, because we've stolen Krishna's property, including ourselves, who are Krishna property, and misusing it. So all we have to do is give it back, and then we're free from the prison. So as usual on Sundays, we like to make this a question and answer period. That is, real personal questions, how to solve it by Krishna consciousness, philosophy questions, world questions, why is the world like it is, practical questions. So if you have any, you'll be helping those who might have the same question but are too shy to ask. So who has any questions? Dina Bandhu, you must have questions. Well, good. Any doubts as well? I'd like to ask who's ever speaking to hold the mic for the sake of devotees who are spread far and wide in the temple and live stream.
Hello. Okay. So I'm reading Jiva Dharma right now, which is like a good read, been a very good read. And there's a lot in it that I have like questions about, but I'm gonna get further into it about till I have questions about that. But related to like my personal life, I guess. So like my family, they're not necessarily like religious at all. They don't really have religion. And so I kind of like wanted to ask, like, you know, I don't know, it's kind of like a family karma thing. Like I'm like in my sadhana with them, you know, like I do my everyday, like I live with my parents and stuff like that. I'm young. So they're kind of like, they kind of joke around with me and like, they're like, oh, you really love hanging out with the Vaishnavas, this and that. My dad is like severely like carnivore person. He's like I don't understand how they're vegetarian, this and that. So I just kind of had a question about like how um I'm navigating it myself anyways, but just like how do I bring Krishna consciousness to people that are so entangled in like a material existence, you know, like not besides just my family, but also friends too, you know, because I remember when you gave me my spiritual name, Dinobandhu Das, that it's a friend to the fallen, and that I told you how when I was that really resonates with me because I've been a friend to the fallen and throughout my life, and that you told me that when you give of material, then all they get is a material. But now I have Krishna consciousness to give them. But I just kind of am curious about like how to introduce it in a way to them that's not like, I don't know, you know, like where to meet them where they're at. I guess I don't know. That's my question.
All right, good question. So it depends on where the person is at themselves, how receptive you think they would be. So then you might want to ask permission. Would it be all right, depending on who it is and how close they are to you, would it be all right, would you be happy if I shared what I'm learning these days? How would you feel about that? No, I don't want to hear anything? Okay. Well, you don't mind if I kind of sing songs that I learned? Or you could play on the phone some bhajans and kirtans. Like you're not trying to make them hear it. You know, you are, but you aren't.
Right.
You're just listening for yourself. And also, we act more affectionate to them and respectful to them than before, so they can, even if they don't understand anything, they can see that you've become a better person. Person means son or friend. And that way they can appreciate that your character has changed, so there must be something there. And I have these few books to give out as I, travel through the streets. I wonder if I could share one with you. Do you like to read? Or I know you like to read. In fact, you look like, I could tell you're a scholar from my friendship with you for all these years. I can tell you're pretty scholarly and you're pretty philosophical. I wonder if you could tell me how you like it and if you have any questions. Things like that. Okay. Or if they're terribly not interested, then rather than be in an argumentative conversation, just speak normal, mundane nothings with them and don't associate much. And one thing that I shared the other day, that there was a pure devotee whose disappearance day was a couple of days ago. And when he was first initiated by Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Prabhupada told him, now don't eat any foods or even drink any water from anyone who's not initiated. Better second initiation, but at least first initiation. Why? Because the consciousness of the person who's cooking or preparing something goes into the food, and then that comes into us. Just like Radharani, when she cooks for Krishna, she puts all of her love into her preparations. And she has a special kind of love, an amorous love. And then when Krishna eats her foodstuffs, he's tasting really her love. So, similarly, in the material world, it works sometimes against us like that. So come off into the temple, and how many rounds do you chant?
I try to do, like, since I'm just starting, like 2 rounds per day.
Good.
Like one in the morning and then the other at night.
Good.
Because I have to like do a lot of work, so I would like to do more rounds, but it's like my morning routine, and then I get home
You might like to pray to Krishna. Please, I can't figure out how to organize my time. I like chanting, but I can't figure it out because I'm new. So could you please figure it out for me? How I could chant more?
I
And
have
then,
been praying to Krishna
good.
like for certain
Excellent.
things, and he's been blessing me with like many
Great.
things in my life. Like,
Did you ask him for time?
for time,
Could you do that?
I'll ask him for time.
Okay.
For more time to do rounds.
Right. And reading
True.
also.
Yeah.
So then if you cook for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
instead of eating non-devoted things, especially in restaurants,
Yeah.
then the devotees can, one of the men can teach you how to, like we have Sanskrit mantras that we chant, and a certain standard of cleanliness and things. They could teach you how to do that in English. And then when you get initiated, then you can say it in Sanskrit, second initiation. You can say that in Sanskrit. And then that'll make you just advance more and more. Is that okay?
Yeah. That sounds
Okay,
beautiful.
great.
The mantras is like in the preparation of food, or you're saying like for
Well,
praying
in
to
the
Krishna?
preparation of food, one can sing anything, like you've seen Nitai all day. I mean, whenever he's in the kitchen, he's
Yeah.
singing at the top of his lungs, one bhajan or another, or Hare Krishna in one tune or another. But then when you offer it, there are certain special mantras that are in our how to do all the not only offering all the puja, the bathing, the dressing, the feeding, the putting to sleep, waking up. So that will gradually come to you. Okay?
Thank you, Dasi. I
I want
appreciate
to say something about, you tell them about associating with the parents. When you don't want to associate with your parents as much as possible, keep your distance, but also change your friendship. Once your friends understand that you're in a total different wavelength, then you'll have more time. Like right now, you say you have no time but only for 2 rounds. But if you calculate the amount of time you so-called happy with your so-called friends, there are no friends in this material world. Only Krishna is your best friend.
And his devotees.
And his devotees. So come here as much as possible. Then you'll see that time will, before you know it, you're here and you're chanting.
And I just want to add one thing to what she's saying, that your taste changes. Like Catalina, I hope I'm quoting you right. Vasanti said that Catalina spoke with her the other day, and she said, conversations with my friends, they're so boring now, right? It's like chewing gum that fell on the floor, and then you just re-chew it. Yeah, sure.
The method I practice is I show a lot of humility, to be compassionate, and more love you give to them, even if somebody dusts you off and say no, 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 still you show more love. Love and love will conquer it.
Good.
That's what I do. And there's a little book called The Way to Love. And I had an experience with that book in the airport, after 9/11. And I feel as though I'm going to be arrested just for being who I am. And I open my bag very slowly, and I give the guy the book, and I said, The Way to Love, and I tell him. And then after that, the guy disappeared. Right? And then I feel comfortable because he had me feeling uneasy, a security guard. So The Way to Love, that is a little booklet we have, and you could order it online and you could get a dozen, 10.
Yeah, we
7.
have a million here.
Yeah. And you could start by that book. And then another thing is Jaiva Dharma. You said you were reading Jaiva Dharma. Jaiva Dharma is a very high book. And I will recommend that you start with the simple books first. We have a little beginner's book like The Way to Love. That's one, and Beyond Vaikuntha and these things. And then from that, you could go up to Jaiva Dharma. I'm telling you what a senior devotee told me. because I was reading Jaiva Dharma, and I was in North Carolina, and I now took initiation, first initiation, and I went to the bookstore, and when I look at all the books there, my hand rests on Jaiva Dharma. I pick it up, and when I come, the senior devotee, Mahabodhi Das, he said, "That is book who chose that book for you?" And I told him. He said, "Okay." He said, "So you could read?" Yes, start reading, but he said, "I will have a lot of questions." So Jaiva Dharma is a very high book. In fact, I'm reading it again now. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other questions? Mohini, do you have any questions? No, she doesn't.
Not yet. Robin probably does.
Natai has one.
Hari Bo, Hari Krishna. So you know a little bit about my past and everything, and all the traumas that I've overcome, and so now with this new light that I'm trying to enter into, I'm just wondering how I can deepen like my own bhakti, my own practice, so that even the struggles that I face in these times can be direct offerings to Sri Krishna.
All right, let me see if I got it. Because of your, you had a lot of traumas when you were growing up, because parents, abusive parents, which most of us have had to, and now you're coming into a new life, Krishna consciousness. So when things that remind you of that come into your mind, it may have nothing to do with that. It may not even be anything abusive or anything, but it reminds you. Maybe the way the person talked to you with the mouth like that or like that reminded you of your mother or something. So how do you, what?
Use bhakti to or how do I use bhakti to deepen my offering to Sri Krishna as I advance?
How do you use bhakti to deepen your offering?
Like, so these situations, all your the struggles, your services, and so forth are offerings to Sri Krishna.
How are your struggles offerings?
I'm trying to offer it to them. Yeah, and so that's what how.
That was the question.
Yeah, how can I offer those?
How
struggles?
to make your struggles
Yes.
an offering to Krishna?
Yes, yes.
That's an excellent question.
Yes.
So the other night I was reading a book by my godbrother, Vaisheshika Prabhu. He has thousands of disciples and they all distribute Prabhupada's books. So he wrote a book called The Four Questions. And one of them has to do with how to see apparently unhelpful or harmful or hurtful situations. So his basic premise was, instead of seeing it as, I'm the victim, here we go again, we think, what is the lesson? Because after all, we don't have to artificially impose the understanding that this material world is a school, because it is a school. We turned away from Krishna, and so Krishna gave us this material world for those who turned away from him, to teach us that it wasn't a good idea. After going through all the species of life and all the traumas. So what is the lesson here? So there could be many lessons. One lesson is why to actually think philosophically, because bhakti means thinking philosophically. Like Krishna says, I am the taste in water, I am the ability in man, I'm the sound in ether, I'm the dual word, I'm the beginning, middle, and end of everything. So how to see my situation as part of that, it's Krishna, and what does he want to teach me? Before I answer that, my godbrother quoted one author scholar who was in the concentration camp during World War II, and he was tortured, and his wife and children were tortured so bad that they were killed. And then, but he made it out. And he said, the one thing I learned in there, which was a very good thing, which was that anybody can take anything away from me except the power of choice. I have a choice how to look at anything. I'm a victim. What is my lesson that Krishna is, who's my best friend and has been coming with me in my heart since the beginning of time. What does he want to teach me? So then I try to think philosophically, because bhakti means a change of thinking. So one thing I can think is, why was I born in that demented family? Why wasn't I born in a family of nice people? It's because of something that I did in my past life. Parikshit Maharaj was a great pure devotee king, and he was in the forest and he was thirsty, and for no apparent reason, when he asked the sage that he passed by for some water, the sage didn't give him any water because he wasn't on the external platform, he was in trance. So for no apparent reason, Parikshit Maharaj became angry, and with his bow he picked up a dead snake and garlanded the sage with the snake. Then his foolish son, the sage's foolish son, found out about it, and so he cursed the king to die in 7 days by a snake bird bite. So the king, because he was a pure devotee and so liberal, he thought, oh, I have offended the Brahmin and his son has cursed me. Very nice. And then Prabhupada said, just see how liberal he was. He knew he was Narayana Parayana, Parikshit was. Means he saw Krishna everywhere. So he didn't see any bad anywhere. So the lesson that I'm learning is how to be towards others now, because my past creates my present, and my present creates my future. So how to be now so that I get a good future. And I get born in a very devotional family where they'll not only be nice, but they'll train me in bhakti, and I'll always get to eat prasadam from the beginning. So that's one lesson.
Jai.
Another lesson is that I have an opportunity now to follow the instructions of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, I do want to chant always and not having any obstacles to my chanting. But every time something that I consider bad happens to me, I stop chanting and I get immersed. Wah! I get immersed in that. So then I want to remember Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction, which is Trinadapi Sunichena, Turodapi Sahishnuna, Amanina Manadena, Kirtananas. If I want to chant incessantly without any obstacle, then I want to give all respects to others, as Krishnadas Prabhu was saying, and be as tolerant as a tree, more than a tree, because a tree is naturally tolerant, and I have to try. Be more tolerant than a tree, more humble than a blade of grass, and not desiring any respect for myself, and ready to offer all respect to others. The last line of that verse is Kirtaniya Sada Hari. Then I can chant Hare Krishna always. Not only that, but my chanting will be so pure. So and as soon as I sincerely ask, what is the lesson here? Immediately, like you've been in the movement for a few years, you've been hearing, reading, a flood of answers will come from you to you, or from Krishna to you, if I'm just asking. What is it? Seek and you shall find. Is that helpful?
That was very, very helpful. Thank you,
Okay.
Gurudevi.
And also what I showed you this morning, I was mentioning in my beautiful memoir book that
Haribol.
ever since I was a kid, whenever I'd wake up anywhere in the world, even as an adult, when I'd wake up, it would take me a while to realize where I am, what city I'm in, what's my name, what do I look like, what's my duty for today. And once I joined, it was what's my services that I have to do, or what do I have to chant now. So before I realize that I exist, right, a flood of ridiculous random thoughts come. Either they speed, here, there, or it's the repetitive broken record. Researchers have found out that the everyday person has 60,000 thoughts per day, and 75% of them are repetitive, and like 80 or so are random here. Like, what are those things that go off on the 4th of July? Here, everywhere. So they don't have any solution. Only bhakti is the solution. So what did Gurudev say would be a solution? Oh, I forgot what time. Oh, here it is. Okay. He said, or first I remembered when I heard what Gurudev said about what to think first thing in the morning, I remembered that what is my position right now for not doing that? And in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna and Prabhupada said, the individual is the passenger in the car of the material body, and the intelligence is the driver. Mind is the driving incident. Like you saw that painting, there's the car or the, what is it? What do horses drive? Chariots. The individual is the passenger. Like that. In the car of the material body, the intelligence is the driver. The mind is the driving instrument, meaning the reins. Can you picture that? Yes. The self is thus the enjoyer or sufferer in the association of the mind and senses. Okay, mind, what are you going to tell me now? Okay, material intelligence, what are you going to tell me now? Really? Are you serious? So the intelligence is supposed to direct the mind, but the mind is so strong and obstinate that it often overcomes one's own intelligence, as an acute infection may surpass the efficacy of the medicine. So this is what Gurudev says to do. When a man first wakes up, he will take some water on his face and eyes. When we awaken from sleep, we do pranam, first thing, to our respected Gurudev, and then to Guru Parampara, that is the disciplic succession of spiritual masters in our line, from bottom, or the most contemporary, to the top, Lord Brahma, and then to Radha and Krishna, or higher. And to Radhika, to Braj, and all the places of Braj, to all the kinkaris or maidservants of Srimati Radhika, like so-and-so ki jai, Rati Manjari ki jai, Rupa Manjari ki jai, Madhu Yasoda ki jai, Nanda Baba ki jai, Rohini Maya ki jai, like that. Okay. And then to all the associates of Mahaprabhu, to Navadvip, to the associates of Puri, we do pranam to all. Then we chant Bande Hung and any other sloks or prayers that we love. Then we go to the bathroom and do our duties. I mean, it's hard to stay there and do that. It could take an hour or a half hour. So we can, even if we get up, we can continue as brushing our teeth and stuff. So, then on another date, he said, this was 1991, then we bow down to Madhavendra Puri, and gradually we'll get to know all these great personalities. He's the grand spiritual master of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And to Vyas, who's the author of all the Vedic literatures, Narada, Sukha, Brahma, then to Krishna. Then you can bow down to Vrindavan, to the holy places, to Radha Kund, Shama Kund, Kusham Shirovara, Manasi Ganga, Dan Gati. And as you get to know the places by reading about them, hearing about them, going to them, then just by saying their name, a flood of things about them come in. So it's like a race between my saying them and then the flood coming. To Apsarakund, Navalakund, and Rasastali. And we have pictures in the Brajmandal Parikrama book, so you can remember that as well. Also to Gauri Kund, the place of Chandravali. But don't go there, just check out whether Krishna is there or not, and then report that to Lalita, Vishaka, not for any other purpose. Otherwise, they will be angry and leave you there. Then go to Nandagaon, where Krishna grew up, Varsana, where Radha grew up, Sanket, where they meet, and especially to Yavat, where she lives with her in-laws. At first, we should have a deep relationship, fixed relationship with Radha and Krishna. And after that, then we can actually do all these things in reality. But even though we may not be there, we can try. And try is good. Try is bhakti, Gurudev said. And then he says more. He keeps going on. So it will be hard in the beginning, but if we keep trying, then it becomes easy. There's a saying, this Prabhupada said, there's a Bengali saying, that this body is so made that whatever you practice, it will become easier. Like cooking, harmonium, anything. Any other questions? Oh, Janardhan. What does Janardhan mean? It's the name of Krishna that means he's only interested in the sincerity. Even if we're not perfect in something, if we're sincere, that's all he wants. Okay.
Das.
What does it mean to Radharani, though?
What?
What does Janardhan mean to Radharani, though?
One who gives the stress, right? That's what I heard.
One who what?
Gives the stress.
The stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your purport?
Did you have a question?
I did. I'm curious if Srila Gurudev mentioned anything about the destination of those who were pre-Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right? Like, Manjari Bhav wasn't accessible to them, right? So where did they go? I'm curious if he mentioned anything about that.
Who do what pre-Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
Like pre-Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, right? The devotees then, right? Because Mahaprabhu wasn't there yet to share Manjari Bhav and Radha Dasyam, to share that goal.
So is your question to someone who in their heart they have a seed, because at the time of creation, Krishna puts the seed of a particular relationship with him in our heart, like the seed of a tree has the tree in the seed. It's just unmanifest at that moment. So if someone is actually ready, just like even some lizard out there in the Radharani's garden may have that. So if someone has that seed, but he came to earth before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, what does he do? How can he get that highest realization of his own self? Well, that's a very interesting question and a very interesting answer. Just as Krishna has a road show, that means, say he's in the material world for 125 years. He always looks like a youth, but he stays for that long, and then he goes to Dwarka and marries, and he gets children and grandchildren. So he's getting older by years, but not by looks or feel. So just like Krishna has a road show, and he appears in one universe, in a particular, what's called a kun. A kun is a fragment of a second. It's even smaller than a second. Then in the next kun, he appears, I'll just say a second, he appears in the next universe. And in the third second, he appears in the third universe, and he keeps going. So, as I like to say from Srila Prabhupada, so let's say it's the first second in the first universe, right? Say he's there. Then it goes to the second universe, which is the first second in the second universe, and the second second in the first universe. Then he goes in the next second to the next universe, which is the third second in the first universe, the second second in the second universe, and the first second in the third universe. So this goes on for 125 years. And then at a certain point, he leaves the first universe, then the second, and he goes on, keeps going on. So, as Krishna has a road show, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also has a road show. So he's in like innumerable universes at the same time. So if you're actually ready to connect with a guru who can connect you with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's contribution to the world, then you'll end up in that universe. So we never lose out. Oh darn, I came before him. Now I'm stuck, now where do I go? Or if I'm not ready in that birth, then I can take my next birth, and then I'll be, and that's on the earth when he's there, if he wasn't there before. But there's always arrangement, because Krishna calculates. He has a good calculator, and he knows whenever anyone's ready for anything. I'll be right with you. Let's say a person comes to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement as a general bhakti, because after all, you're singing, you're distributing books, distributing posters, having programs in the temple. You go out to different parties to give out books, not to party, but to give out books or prasadam or whatever. So why did I say that? I don't remember. Can anybody help me?
Roadshow?
Roadshow after that. Oh, right. So Srila Bharati Maharaj and Srila Gurudev both said, because we're very popular, we advertise a lot, do a lot of social media, people come, and some people join Mahaprabhu's movement. But Mahaprabhu's movement is meant for giving Braj Bhakti. And so first, primarily, the service, maid service to Srimati Radhika, and all other relationships incidentally. But suppose that person is actually, by constitution, a devotee of Ram. So then he gets first initiation, second initiation, and then when he gets second initiation, he gets the Diksha mantras. So the Diksha mantras, like especially Klim Krishnaya Govindaya, and then the Kam Gayatri, can be for any ras. Any ras can advance. So when that person gets enough credits, so to speak, by chanting his Diksha mantras and associating, then Krishna sees, now it's his time. He's ready for to meet a pure devotee of Ram and continue the process post-graduate study up to the end, up to going to meet Lord Ram in the spiritual world. So Krishna has it all figured out. Like we were just looking, I sent out a quote from Srila Prabhupada to the nectar list this morning or yesterday. And there Prabhupada was saying that you may ask someone for a favor, but unless Krishna tells that person to give you the favor, the donation, whatever it is, he can't do it. So if Krishna decides, yes, I want to give that person mercy, so I'm going to tell him, give that donation to my devotee, then he can give it. But otherwise, if that person is destined to be unfortunate because of his past unhappy experiences, then Krishna will tell him, no, don't give the donation. So everything depends on Krishna. He's the sum total of all things. Yes, Hemangani?
Continues on that because it's something that I've been trying to understand in my small brain. So you said in a class about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that these other avatars come, but they're not Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They're golden avatars, so it can be Narayan. So I'm kind of trying to wrap my head around how you said like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes, but what is the speciality of where we are now in...
What do you mean where we are now?
Like
in Kali Yuga?
The movement, yeah, in this Kali Yuga, at this moment exactly, the speciality of Chaitanya's mercy, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy, that it is Krishna and Radharani combined, and not just another golden avatar of Narayan.
All right, so just to repeat what she said about the universal history, Krishna comes, many avatars come, Nrsingadev, Varaha, Ram. So once in a day of Brahma, which is trillions and trillions of years, Krishna himself comes and gives what others couldn't give. Similarly, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes once in a day of Brahma, 5,000 years later, to give what no other incarnation ever gave, including Krishna. And that is all the Kali Yuga avatars, all the Yuga. There's 4 yugas: Satya, the age of goodness; Treta or Dwarpa, the age of less goodness; then Treta Yuga, and then Kali Yuga. Oh, so it's Satya Yuga, Treta, or Dwarka. This time it's opposite, but usually it's Satya, Dwarpa, Treta, and Kali. So every age has a religious practice. In Satya Yuga, it's meditation. They had a lot of time, 100,000 years. In Treta Yuga, it's big sacrifices. In Dwarpa Yuga, it's temple worship. And in Kali Yuga, it's Harinam Sankirtan. But that Harinam Sankirtan of the other, in the other ages, and in the other Kali Yugas, doesn't give Braj Bhakti. What to speak of Manjari Bhav. But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes, he comes Anarpita Charing Charat Karunaya Vatirnam Kalo, together, Samar Payitam Unat Ujjalavrasam Swabhakti Sriyam Hari Purata Sundaram Janaran Jyuti Kadamba Sandi Pitaha Sada Hridaya Kundare Sporatava Sachinandan. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes, he comes, no other incarnation in a long, long time. Chiram Chirat, never gave before, but never gave before in a long, long time, which means the last time he came, trillions and trillions of years earlier. What did he come to give? Unat Ujjvala Rasam Swabhakti Sriyam. Means the most brilliant, highest relationship. He tastes the love of Srimati Radhika, that Unat Ujjvala Ras. But Krishna, Lord Chaitanya can't give that because it's the single property of Radharani. So he gives Swabhakti Sriyam. Swabhakti means his own bhakti, means Radharani. But then Sriyam, he gives the Sriyam. In dictionary, Sriyam means beauty and it means treasure. So we know that treasures are usually locked up. So it's a very secret thing. And being the beauty, it's the beauty of Radharani's love. The maidservants nourish, expand, facilitate the love of Radha and Krishna. So that's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give. And so Krishna Das Kaviraj is praying that may he be situated in the innermost region of your heart. He is splendorous, like millions of, more splendorous than millions of molten gold. Does that answer the question? So that's what he came 500 years ago to give, and his disciplic succession of self-realized souls are carrying that out with the same potency. We were just hearing in Chaitanya Bhagavat today or yesterday that anybody who would see him would immediately develop ecstatic love of God. Does that answer the question? Yes. Well, since we've been speaking about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, now I'm just waiting for the Bhagavad Gita ones to come back. But these ones we put up because they're pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And his appearance day was just a few days ago, so to celebrate that. So the first one is when he's a baby and he's playing with a snake. What's the big deal about that? And his mother's afraid. What's the big deal about that? That snake is not an ordinary snake, but he is an expansion of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called Ananta Shesh. Means he has thousands of hoods, and all the planets rest on his hoods. And he acts as the bed, the jewelry, the pillow, slippers of Krishna in his different features, especially Lord Vishnu, and he lies down on an ocean in the bottom of the universe, and then Brahma comes out of his navel. It's a whole big story. So, so that's the amazing thing about it, is that it's Shesh. Then in the next picture, this is after he took sannyas, and he went to Jagannath Puri, and as soon as he saw Lord Jagannath, who the dancers who are coming on, who will be performing on April 5th, they come from Jagannath Puri and they dance for Lord Jagannath. As soon as Lord Chaitanya saw Lord Jagannath, he immediately didn't see the same big eyes, hands and like that we see, but he saw Krishna from Vrindavan, and he was in the mood of Radharani. So he said, "Oh Krishna," and then he fainted. And then he was taken to a person's house, and they could read symptoms, ecstatic symptoms. What's his name in the black shirt? Huh? Adrian, right. Adrian, do you have any questions? Yeah.
Very interested in getting to know you. So I'm very interested in getting to know you. So
Me too.
So for me, it's like my awakening to the spiritual world was very hard. The way I am is I decide to let go my family and my friends. I detach from them. Yeah, just I don't speak with them
Anymore?
No.
Since when?
Since, well, maybe 10 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because every journey is different. And I met someone very special, like
Can you come more this way because you're right in front of the
Oh, sorry.
what do you call that?
Sorry.
Amplifier. So
So,
your mic is
I,
sissing.
in my travelings, I met a person. She was a woman, a spiritual master, like she was earning her life with gift. The first time I met this person, she told me she knew me. I said, no, I don't know you. I never met you, never saw you before. And she saw me and she told me that not from this life. And we connected in a very special way. She was doing Reiki, she was helping people in many ways, many different ways. That changed me a lot because for me, I didn't believe in any of this. And she saw my soul. For me, it was almost like a Jedi master, you know? Like she told me things that I never speak, things from my childhood. She knew, and I couldn't believe it. She was gifted, like in a way like I always saw in movies or reading books.
Like mystic powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like, I don't know, it changed my life.
So then,
and I knew
what's the question?
The question is like, what was the big change in your life? What was when everything changed, like the most important change in your life, when you really turn things?
You read English, right?
Sorry?
You read English?
Yes.
Okay, so if you read this book, it tells about my life with Srila Prabhupada, whose statue is there, and Srila Gurudev, who's right next to him. So if you can get this book, it'll tell you everything.
All right. All right. Thank you.
So I wanted to mention that although there aren't many, everybody here is a devotee, but you probably know about the beautiful dance that's coming on April 5th. So I just wanted to ask you, on behalf of the April 5th dance team, if you wouldn't mind reaching out to all of your audiences, social media audiences, Instagram and all that, and invite them heartily to come, because we're having a hard time filling up the seats. It's a beautiful professional theater, just a few minutes from here. And there are 300 seats, but we have a lot to go. So if you wouldn't mind, then Radhika can give you all the information of just what content to put on your, because everybody has groups these days, and followers. Yes, so if you can inspire them to buy tickets. So Radhika will give you the content. Today? If the devotees or the people they reach. So anybody who purchases a ticket for the event today, Radhika gives a discount.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to go make a 25% discount, which I've never done before, just for today. So it's never going to happen again. Because I don't want to charge less, but just for today, I'm going to make a 25% discount.
Okay. Can I just see a show of hands? Not who's buying a ticket, but who's interested to spread the word and to get friends and Instagram people. Everybody has a group. All right, that's fantastic. So you can just see Radhika about that. How's the offering going? Okay, it's just going. So we'll take one more question and then we'll have kirtan. can you take the mic, please?
One question was asked earlier, and did it mention the avatars of Narayan? Just a little correction, is Narayan himself have avatars, or all the avatars come from Avatari Krishna?
Yes, avatari means the source of all avatars is Krishna, and everyone else is avatar.
Right, so
Thanks
thank you.
for the clarification. Yeah.
The ticket purchase is only valid for
1 hour only. I can't believe it. 1 hour. Well, at about 1:45 will be, the hour will begin. Okay, so one last question and then we'll do kirtan. Yes.
The mic is coming.
You have a question? So in Venu Geet, it says of the sages, the sannyasis, the rishis, they all become birds in Goloka Vrindavan. Well, you know, it was, and it was even saying that some of them were from the impersonal aspect, from even from Brahmalok, right? That some of the sages left there from hearing Krishna's flute to become birds. So
Can we go there? Can we actually go there to the Venu Geet? And you can read it. It's on your phone.
Yeah, I can read it. Like the actual, the verse?
The verse, and if there's a purport.
The purport's really long from Srila Gurudev's, but I'll just read the verse really quick. There's one of the birds. There's one of the cows.
The birds are like 15.
15. That's the. Oh,
16.
I think it's
17.
No, I think it's 14.
14.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, my mother, the cows and calves are our family members, but look at the birds of Vrindavan. To call them birds is certainly a mistake. Truly speaking, most of them are exalted, self-satisfied sages and ascetics, Atmaram, rishis, and munis. They sit quietly in the beautiful green trees of Vrindavan upon branches that are sprouting many charming new blossoms. Gazing continuously with unblinking eyes at the elegance of Krishna's beautiful form, they take in his love-laden sidelong glances and become elated. Ignoring all other types of sounds, they listen to Krishna's captivating voice and the music of his flute, which enchant the three worlds. My dear Saki, how blessed their lives are. Alas, how unfortunate we are. Our birth has become spoiled, our eyes useless. Where lies our fortune to behold the beautiful form of Krishna and hear the sweet Venu Geet? Due to millions of obstacles, this seems completely impossible.
Okay, but that doesn't tell about the impersonalists that you said.
It was in one of the commentaries, but I was just curious, kind of from my reading, it was like those who are, you know, Brahmavadis or even like impersonalists can still attain, you know, become a bird. That was kind of like
That's why I want to see what he said.
Okay. I mean, I can just talk to you later about it. It's kind of like one of those, I don't know, I can show.
One of those talk to you later ones?
Yeah, it's like it's long.
When I see the part in his purport that you mentioned, then I can reply.
Yeah, it's kind of long.
But I mean, impersonalists can't become birds in Vrindavan.
Or coming from Brahmalok and then going to Vrindavan. That's my...
When somebody becomes qualified, then he can go to Vrindavan, but you can't find Brahmavadis or Mayavadis or anybody who's not qualified to be in Vrindavan.
My understanding, at least, was that Krishna's flute playing, you know, went to Brahmalok and other places, and hence they heard that and left to become birds.
Well, that's why I want to see it. Okay, yeah, anytime we can, or you can send it to me and then I can read it. I don't mind how long it is.
Okay.
Thanks. another thing is the gopis are speaking, right? Janardhan? The gopis are speaking, right? So just in general, the gopis are mad in Krishna Prem. They say things that aren't really real, but from their point of view. Like they're speaking about, and look at the demigoddesses. They're in their airplanes with their husbands, but then when they hear Krishna's flute, which their husbands can't hear because they're not qualified, they faint into their husband's lap. So Gurudev explained that this isn't necessarily so, even that the demigods can see their pastimes. But as you were saying yesterday, or the day before, pure devotees see others in relation to their own mood. Like they see the Jamuna is in amorous mood, and so in that mood they're offering their lotus flowers to Krishna and aiming for higher in his body. But then when they see that Krishna is distant, not responding, then the waves go down to his lotus feet. They're just putting their own, you know how people project? Because I'm a certain way, I think other people are a certain way. So when we see Gurudev's purports, then we can also understand if it's just the gopi's mood or it's something real, and what is that real? Okay, so now it's, unless there's a fervently emergency question. Mohini, you don't have one yet?
She wants to sing.
Yeah, I was going to invite her to. You can ask your question.
Oh, no, I don't have a question.
No, you can ask your question while you sing. Oh Krishna, when will you show me your mercy? Oh Radhika, when will you show me your mercy? And give me darshan of you. And take away all my obstacles. Can you ask that question while you're singing now?
Oh Krishna, what is it again?
When will you show me your mercy? Oh Radhika, when will you show me your mercy? When will you take away all my obstacles due to my past sins and offenses and make me qualified to have your darshan and serve you?
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's the meaning of the mantra.
Hold on, sorry. Sorry, Didi. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Sorry. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Haribo, 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 Haribo. Haribo, 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 Haribo. Gaurav Premanande, Hari Haribo.
Repeat after me. Oh Lord, this material body is a lump of ignorance. Oh Lord, this material body is a lump of ignorance. And the senses are networks of paths leading to death. Somehow we fall into this ocean of material sense enjoyment. Of all the senses, the tongue is the most voracious and difficult to control. And of all the senses, the tongue is the most voracious and difficult to control. Very difficult to conquer over the tongue in this world. It's very difficult to conquer over the tongue in this world. You, dear Krishna, are very kind. You, dear Krishna, are very kind. You have given us this nice prashadam. You have given us this nice prashadam to conquer over the tongue. Now let us take this prashadam, spiritual food, to our full satisfaction. Now let us take this prashadam, spiritual food, to our full satisfaction. And in so doing, glorify their lordship, Sri Sri Radha and Krishna. And in so doing, glorify their lordship, Sri Sri Radha and Krishna. And in love, call for the help of Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda Prabhu. And in love, call for the help of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Jai Mahaprabhu. Jai.